Hi, I'm Jim,
I'm Luke.
and we're here at the Northwell Health Ice Center watching the Islanders practice, and you're watching
Coast to Coast.
Hello and welcome to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. And if you're not familiar with this series, this is a report card series where I go over each team one video at a time and talk about how they did this season compared to last season, to see if they improved, to see if they didn't. We've done Montreal, we've done Ottawa, we've done Buffalo, we've done Detroit, and now it's time for the Islanders. I do apologize. The Islanders are actually a team that I don't have a jersey for. I did have one and I gave it away in a giveaway. So Nashville and the Islanders are the two teams that I don't have jerseys for. So Islanders fans, I do apologize. I'll definitely try and get an Islanders jersey soon. And I tried to wear a shirt that kind of matched the colors to the logo a little bit. It'll do. At least it's not another NHL team. So yeah. So this is the series where I talk about how they did this season, and I'm going to go over their statistics from the, last season compared to this season. I'm going to talk about the players and some storylines that happened this season that I feel impacted their season positively and negatively. And unfortunately, I think in the Islanders' case, are more negative storylines than positive storylines on and off the ice. So I'm just going to jump in. I'm not going to... In the other videos, I kind of said why I'm doing these videos now instead of after the playoffs when they started. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel again. Go watch those other videos to hear my reasoning. But basically, some of these numbers will change a little bit, but not too significantly. So just keep that in mind if you're watching this after the playoffs are over. So the Island... Oh, sorry. And on this side, you'll see stats from last year. And this side, you see stats from this year. In green is an improvement. In red is a not improvement. So, all right, let's jump in. So league rank, they were 15th last year. This year, 23rd. Had 94 points last year, 76 this year. Obviously, that'll change a little bit. The season's not over. Goals for 239 last year, 255 this year. There's no question this team can score this year. They have so much talent up front. It's unbelievable. Last year, they were ranked 10th in goals for. This year, they're 7th top 10 team, not in the playoffs. That's unusual. Goals against last year, 238. Goals against this year, 289. They were ranked 23rd in this category last year, 31st this year. If you look at differential, goal differential, last year they were -1. This year they're a -34. Power play, last year, 14.9%. That is terrible. This year, 23.2. What an improvement, almost by... That's 9%. That's the best improvement for power play out of any team. So that's really impressive. 28th they were ranked last year, and they're up to 5th. So at the top 5 power play right there. That's awesome. Much due to, in fact, of their firepower up front for sure. Penalty kill, they were 81.9% last year, 73.5% this year. So they've done the total opposite. They went from 11th place, or ranked 11th last year in penalty kill, to 31st last in the league. So they have a top 5 power play and the worst penalty kill. What's that tell you? Very interesting. Okay, so next category is shots per game. Last year they had 30.2, this year 31.4. In this category they were ranked 16th last year, 19th this year. Shots against per game, 31.9 last year, 35.5. They allow more shots against them this year on average per game than any other team. They're ranked 31st. Last year they were 26th. Face-off percentage last year, 47.7. This year, 48.8. A little bit of an improvement. Last year they were ranked 26th. This year, 23rd. So more red than green, but interesting team. Let's jump into the players. So Tavares leads the team, not a surprise, 83 points. Barzal is behind him, 82. Incredible rookie year, unbelievable. Bailey with 70 points, Lee with 61, Eberle with 59, Leddy with 42, Pavillier with 35, Nelson with 34, Pullock with 30, Andrew Ladd with 27, Hickey with 23, Boychuk with 18, Pelic, is that how you say his name? 18. I'm not familiar with that player, actually. Clutterbuck, 17. Cizikas, 17. So if we look at the goals, we've got Tavares with 36, Barzal with 22, Lee with 39, Eberle with 25, Beauvillier with 20, and Nelson almost with 20. If we look at Detroit, I just want to compare. I know this is an Islanders video, but let's just compare the Islanders to Detroit. Detroit barely had 2 players in the 20 goal category, 20 plus goal category. The Islanders have 5, almost 6, with 2 in the 30 range and almost 1 in the 40 range. So, man, this is a dangerous team up front. It's a really, really dangerous team. Barzal's got 60 assists alone. That's insane. Bailey has 52. Tavares has 47. Eberle with a strong 59 points, really working out well on the island, in my personal opinion. If we jump to the goalies, Halak has played the most games, 53. He's got 19 wins, 26 losses, 3.24 goals against average, .906 save percentage. If we hop over to Greiss, 26 games played, 12 wins, 8 losses, but his numbers are worse. 3.86 goals against average. That's almost a 4 goals a game goals against average. That's scary. And .890 save percentage. So Greiss has the better record as far as winning percentage, but Halak has the better personal goaltending numbers. I don't know if the team plays any different in front of them. I didn't detect that. Of the 20 to 25 games I've watched of the Islanders this year, I didn't detect a great deal of difference. I saw games where Greiss was unbelievable and made incredible stops. Same with Halak. And then games I've watched where they've been both absolutely garbage, and basically every game where the defense has been terrible. So many giveaways, so many neutral zone giveaways, so many cross ice passes that don't work, that never should have even been attempted, so many no-look passes that were attempted and weren't successful. It's a very frustrating team to watch defensively. They're so good at cycling the puck in the offensive zone. You think, wow, this team is incredible. And you see them 150 feet up the ice, and you're like, wow, this team is stressful. So it's Islanders fans, I feel for you. I mean, I'm a Canadiens fan. I'm kind of feeling your pain a little bit more, but there's so many bright points in this team. I feel like it's just a blip, a little bit of a blip. I feel like they'll be such a strong team if they get solid goaltending and work on their defensive core and structure. This is a scary team. It really is. They just need to iron a few things out. If I can now just jump into the storylines, positive and negative storylines of the season of the Islanders, I want to start with John Tavares because the drama surrounding him started last year. I remember making videos on this channel when this channel started. One of the first 15 videos on this channel was about the Islanders and how I thought they were going to end their season. And I remember talking about Tavares in that video, I think, and talking about the drama that was going on, because at the time Stamkos was in the situation that Tavares is in now. And I remember saying, Tavares is going to, if they don't get this ironed out, if the Islanders don't get him signed, it's going to be just this big shadow weighing on them the entire next season. And it's the next season. It's now, and it's been weighing on them forever. Tyler Seguin, I believe, is in the same position. So next year he'll be in the Tavares situation where he has to decide if he's going to sign or not. It's something that you don't really want looming over the franchise, and it has. And John Tavares doesn't know if he's going to stay. He wants to win a cup. He doesn't know if he can do it in the island. I can tell you this: if it wasn't for the emergence of Barzal, can we almost guarantee that Tavares would have moved on? Because even with the emergence of Barzal, he's still strongly considering moving on. So I think the Islanders got really lucky with Barzal as a selling point to Tavares to stay. He wants to win a cup. He's probably not going to take a hometown discount. He's a very loyal guy, but he wants to win a cup. He's 27. He's approaching the midway point of his career, and he hasn't had a lot of playoff experience. He has no cup, so that's what he wants. And he's going to do everything he can to get it. If he's going to go to the team where he thinks he has the best chance at getting a cup. So I'm disappointed that this isn't wrapped up yet. If you're not going to sign him, if you can't come to an agreement, maybe let your fans know, because they're in limbo right now and they're stressed out. I'm not even really an Islanders fan, and I'm stressed out with the situation. So get her done. Lee is a scoring machine. 39 goals this year. Who could have predicted that? Really, no one. It came out of nowhere, but he's clicking. He's having success with the people he's playing with, and that's great news for Islanders fans moving forward as well. Hopefully he has that success next year. I've already spoken about the giveaways. I've already spoken about the neutral zone. I got ahead of myself a little bit. Man-on-man coverage in the defensive end is absolutely terrible. A lot of goals are being scored because players are being ignored. They have assignments where they shadow a guy, and they just kind of give up halfway through the shift. I've noticed that. There are specific players that are really good at that. Kadri is really good at shadowing. Plekanec is really good at it. Kessler is really good at it. You see that exaggerated in the playoffs because you're watching the same games over and over again. So shadowing is a huge part of defensive hockey, and some players on the Islanders do it for half a shift and then give up, and it leads to goals because they're not covering their man. Again, frustrating team to watch sometimes. Lack of movement at the trade deadline. This is something that affects the first thing I talked about, which is Tavares. Tavares didn't get any kind of incentive or any kind of favors from Garth Snow in any trades, any acquisitions of prospects or anything like that. Basically nothing happened. That's why the fans were so upset. That's why they got all those billboards that said, I think, Snow must go or something like that, and put them up in the city. It was a pretty risque thing to do. There wasn't any riots, but I think there was, no, there wasn't any riots, but I think there was some upset fans publicly protesting. Is that the right word? Do you protest against the GM? Anyway, there was a lot of upset fans. I don't know if it's enough to send him on his way, but if Tavares doesn't get signed, how does he stay? How does Garth Snow stay as a GM, knowing that he let go Tavares? How he loses so much confidence from the staff, from the fans, in my opinion. I think just storyline-wise, you have to let him go and bring someone in new to give just a little bit of a refresher and hopefully boost of confidence. And the last thing I have on here is the penalty kill was terrible. I've already kind of spoken about that, I guess, earlier. So the Islanders have had a tough year. They were doing quite well for the first half of the season. They were right there. They still were pretty much almost right there for a while, other than these past 2 months, I guess. So around the trade deadline, I guess. Maybe that's why he didn't make a move. I'm not sure, but like I said, frustrating team to watch. It's a team I enjoy. There's lots of teams I'm not fond of. Out of all of the New York teams, we've got Buffalo, the Islanders, the Rangers. I'll count New Jersey, even though they're not in New York State. They're so close. The Islanders are probably my favorite of those 4 teams, and I'd like to see them. I'd like to see them do well. So hopefully next year they can rebound and do just that. So thanks, guys, for sticking with me for this video. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be doing the Rangers next, and then Carolina after that, and then so on. So if you haven't watched the previous videos that I've done on each team, I've done Montreal, Ottawa, Buffalo, and Detroit. I hope you can go watch those. There's a lot of complaining in some of those videos, specifically the Montreal one, because that's my team, and I went on a little bit of a rant there. But yeah, so thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you can hit the like button down below if you liked the video, that would mean a lot. If you could subscribe if you're new, that would mean a lot as well, so you can catch the upcoming videos. And I hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys are watching lots of hockey, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.